Okay, this is about the last video that I'll be making before we go to court for this animal sentencing. That'll be in like 4 days. So here goes. I sent Madeline Miller, the Attorney General, an email about the letter Lau Hunkin sent me. No response from either of them. Since us, the taxpayers, pay their salaries, they should be fired for not helping us. The court date and sentencing is June 27th. Now we find out it's going to be postponed because the animal's lawyer is having a shrink look at him. This murder took place November the 20th, 2011. Now it's June the 27th, 2014. And a shrink is holding up the trial? What a waste of the taxpayers' money. We worked Friday to Sunday, 12-hour shifts, and the court knew this. They made the court date on a Friday, so we would all have to take time off. So that's 3 of us, that's 36 hours as well. All the stress my family is going through. Remember, our justice system doesn't care about the victim's family. Why the Crown told us about the delay 1 day before we went to court, when it was too late. We couldn't book the time off. So we went to the courthouse, and again, the Crown's office. She told us about the delay and that she could not do anything about it. So I said, why does the judge not kick Charles Pettigrew out of the courtroom and get another lawyer? She didn't answer me. I thought judges had all the power and authority in the courtroom, not defense lawyers. When we got into the courtroom, there was my wife and my son, and we were told that we did not have to show up because it was just a changing the court day. When we got into the courtroom, it was full of the defendant's family and friends. There were at least 18 of them staring at us. And this is allowed in our justice system? How is this fair for the victim's family? It turned out the defendant, who is locked up, refused to talk to the psychiatrist. So now the lawyer gets paid for another day in court, more wasted taxpayers' money, and more pain and suffering for the victim's family. And this is justice for who? When we went to leave, we were in the middle of the animal's family, and then we were called back in the courtroom, where the Crown said they were worried about our safety. How kind is that? They were worried about our safety through all this. So we were led out the back door. None of this is fair. It seems the criminals have all the rights, victims have none. When the criminals murder someone, the victims have no rights at all. So why should the criminals have rights? They shouldn't have any either. Also, we were told that the judge needs our impact statements. So if the judge reads the impact statements, why do we have to? Not only that, but you have to read it in front of the animals' families and friends. Wow, isn't that for us? More injustice for the victims' families. So I called Madeline Miller, the Prime Minister of Ontario, and got an automated answer machine that just told me to go to Service Ontario. I also sent 2 messages to Kathleen Wynne and got no reply. I was told by Madeline Miller's secretary she had nothing to do with the Crown. Now I've heard on the news Madeline Miller waived the preliminary trial on the Bosnia murder case. That was very nice of her to do that for their family, so they didn't have to go all the pain like we did. But why couldn't they waiver it for us? So, Miller waived, okay, and Bosnia's murder case. They just would not help me or my family. I would like her to tell me why she could not help me with all the overwhelming evidence that they have at preliminary. Why did we have a preliminary hearing? Madeline Miller said she did this for the Bosnia's trial because it had a strong chance of conviction. Our case, he confessed and asked his best friend to help him. I phoned Madeline Miller, but they just put me on hold and don't pick up. How just is that? And when I phoned last time, I actually talked to the secretary, I think it was the same one, and I asked why they lied to me. Did they say Madeline Miller could not help us when she could have? I don't get more injustice for our family. So this is the last video, like I said, and we will be in court in 3 days. Okay, and this is Dustin's father. Oh, and my son is still here. Thank you.